3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on stage. She's
that chick Angel.
And welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button, flash that notification button, smash that everything button, smash that everything. Bangers, all 2021. More truly upon your head top. Another Wednesday. Fire are you? Welcome to another episode. Quick shout out K-Dub.
K-Dub.
2 hash browns. If you don't know what this means, look up his set for Keep Your Distance. I have this joke on my page, but watch his full set. It's on his page. Just search K-Dub, Keep Your Distance. You will get this. Probably my favorite single joke of the Keep Your Distance first 2 seasons.
Wow.
Hilarious.
The single favorite joke was 2 hash browns. So funny, so well done.
Very well done.
Shout him out. Pick up his merch on his Instagram page. Very funny individual. Been funny for 20 years. Been on all the TV shows. Rocking in Atlanta. If you live in Atlanta, pull up and see him. Also, speaking of merchandise, the Kev on Stage store is back open. Want to tell you about this first. This is the Stage Crew Day 1 shirt. Yeah. Why is this important, Angel? If you've been a fan of Kev on Stage, all of the viral videos that made me...
Oh, that's amazing.
Are on here. Waffle House, Halloween, all of the shows, Roast Me.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing right there.
Everything's on there?
Yeah, the Love Hour.
Yeah, look at
Even
that.
if you were a fan from Washington or Los Angeles, you know about it from YouTube. The mac and cheese video, all that stuff is on there.
This shirt is
Zay
fire,
and
y'all.
JoJo. Here's the thing about this. This shirt and this design is only available in 2020. If I get humongo famous,
2021.
Hold on, it's 2020.
2021.
I was
Okay,
like,
I
in
was
the
like,
past.
2021.
And we're going back to the future.
This design, if you have this design, it'll prove that you've been a fan since day one. Whatever that means. Periscope, the 95. Even when the Stage Crew was called the 95.
Yes, I was so confused when that was the case.
Yeah.
I was like, what does that mean?
The 95, you had to be there.
Oh, no, I know what it means, but
Oh,
I
okay.
was still
At the
confused.
time, you're like,
Yes.
XCV?
So on December 31st, 2021, this design will go away forever.
No más con eso.
So if I get a big movie and all that, you like, I've been a Kev on Stage fan. If you ain't got this, you ain't got the proof. And I figured, there's been some people who are all the way down to Zay and JoJo, or when I was in Washington, it goes all the way back.
Is
Even
it
if you
chronological?
knew me in Washington, it's not chronological.
Oh, okay. I
It's to fit the letters.
I wasn't sure.
Even if you knew me in Washington, like my homegirl Jamia McCrae, she was
Jamia?
in Washington, yes, coming to the physical not Kev on Stage, Clayton and Earl show. Clayton and Earl's even on here.
Really?
Oh, wow.
With the wig?
Yeah. Where Clayton and Earl?
Right there with Here's the Thing.
Somewhere on
Clayton and Earl, all the way back there. This is stuff that is in person. You pick what matters to you, how you found me. But the most important thing is on December 31st, this design goes away. You won't be able to prove it.
You won't be
What's
able
on the
to prove
back?
it.
What's on the back?
There's nothing on the back because on Spreadshirt, you can't do it on the back.
Oh, so that's just the
So
sample one.
the people who are on Patreon, I released this on Patreon early when I was using my old person. Now, these are like basically collector's editions now.
Now, those are collector's
The
editions.
day ones, with the day one on the back, you had to be in Patreon.
You got it. You got it. If you know, you
And
know.
I'm going to sell the day one on the back on the tour.
Oh.
Because the old merch provider, I can still let him make the shirts. He, and bless him. So
Oh, so
that
making the tour merch?
he's making the tour merch.
Okay. Well,
This is only for Patreon people and people who got it the live show. This is not online anymore. It will never be sold online. I'm sorry. If you got it, you got it. If you missed it, you got to pick it up live after this is gone. Big Black Energy.
Be
Big black.
Pretty
energy.
simple. We big, we black. It's for black people anyway. And that comes in the black colors.
I love it. The black colors. The colors of the
The
black
rest,
people.
there's actually more designs. Unruly Cousin stuff. That don't have that much yet.
flying in.
There's Unruly Cousin stuff on the thing. Unruly Cousins, Stage Crew stuff in all colors. If you've been a Stage Crew fan, you know I've pretty much only done stuff on black forever. But now there's all type of colors. Okay, let's get started.
All right, let's do this then, sir.
Bill Gates.
Oh, Bill.
Oh, William.
Bill Gates somehow in his divorce, because they didn't say nothing about cheating and I hadn't heard nothing about it.
Yeah.
And I thought he's old. I'm Bill. You know, I love giving away my money now. Like, I remember when Bill was getting rich.
Yeah.
And then he flipped the switch, was like, I'm giving away all my money now. I remember when people was like mad at him for being the richest person on Bezos level, but not like capitalism. We hate Bezos because of how he treats people, but like, dang, nobody deserves to be that rich type of upsetness. Then he started giving away his money in large droves, and that kind of like softened. A lot of people still don't like him, always not liked him, but in Washington, where I lived 13 years, royalty. People talk about his house. How
is he from Washington?
Yeah, he lives in Washington.
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah,
Is that where Microsoft is originally?
I did not know.
Bill Gates rich. I asked Bill Gates. I thought I told this Bill Gates dad story.
You did.
You did.
Okay, yeah. So
Run it back though, because I forgot it was funny.
Bill Gates' dad, I thought Bill Gates was coming to my college. I was finna drop out because of lack of funds till Melissa got this loan for me. Asked Bill Gates' dad. Bill Gates' dad came, not Bill Gates. So I was like, God dang it. And I was stuck in the lecture because I didn't want to get up. And I'm like, I'm asking somebody for the bread. Asked his dad for the bread, and he sent me to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
Look at that.
I digress.
Yes, you did.
So a couple weeks ago, we talked about Billy and Melinda.
Yeah, that split like she gave 60-something million.
About 75
billion.
$75 billion.
75 bill with a capital Bill.
Yes.
She put the bill in billion.
I would date her. I know we talked about dating Bill. I would just be like, listen, I'm not really into this, but I'll be into it. I'm going to pretend.
Maybe a scissor.
Is that what it goes like?
You be new to the scissor. You be like, all right, I don't know how I get the scissor.
I mean, like, this is what my unruly cousin said the scissor is. You liking this?
Give you the scissor lift. I'm going to hold you up. That's called the scissor lift.
The scissor lift.
So it just came out 3 days ago. Bill was not without cause.
Oh, yeah.
Without flaw. I was trying to find the word. Apparently, this man, Bill, was straight up
He was
harassing his employees. He would send them the little email. This Bill Gates. Married, don't worry about it. Would you like to go on a date? He would literally say, would you like to go on a date with me? If this makes you uncomfortable, simply ignore and pretend it never happened.
Yes.
Sir, you cannot do that.
No, you can't. You can't. Not being the boss. You can't be like, I mean, if you don't want to do this, fine. Don't pretend like it didn't hit. No, you cannot.
You can't hit her with a psych if no. He hit her with the yes, no, maybe, or pretend it didn't happen.
Like, you can't. And I don't understand. Well, okay, I do. Like, I was reading the article, I was trying to play a little bit of devil's advocate of
Devil don't need no advocates.
He don't, but
he's doing well on his own.
But
Devil don't need no advocates.
He don't, but I was over there and I
Get
said,
out from the devil's advocate.
Now, devil. Now, here's the question: if you at Microsoft all day and you're going to be a cheater, you end up like, who do you have to hit on but the people that work for you?
Yeah.
And then I thought, you know what? These jobs need to have like a, hey, if you want to date somebody here, party, come to this party.
Oh my. I don't think that'll fly over well in the HR
Just
meeting.
listen, that way, if you don't want to date somebody at the company, you don't show up.
But married people, y'all probably shouldn't come to the party though.
No, we know y'all are hoes. Come on.
The married people coming to the we want a date party?
I think
Yeah,
they
I
should
think
have their
so.
own.
They could, but at
Like a
least
niche
then
market.
everybody know. Then you know, like, oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't come here for you. So sorry, I didn't. I was trying to date him. Then that way, you know, Bill. Then he'll know. Okay, none of Sandy didn't show up, so she's not feeling me. I should let me not ask her. I'm dead serious though, because I was like, okay, this is wrong on so many levels. He can't do this. But I then thought of the larger question of, then how do people, when they're interested in somebody at their job and they think there might be a vibe, how do they then ask that person out?
First of all, you probably shouldn't do it by email.
Well, yeah, no.
The thought of Bill Gates, the founder, one of the founders of Microsoft, pulling up Microsoft Outlook.
Yeah.
Hello. Everyone there is a subordinate. So you're already out of whack.
That's why he's so out of
everyone is you already have an automatic power dynamic.
You are the head of the head.
The only one you can email that to is your wife, who also was part of the foundation.
she
He was
don't
like,
wanna say hey.
Melinda, enough.
He's like, I already
Tasha.
hit on you before. He's like, I already bagged her. It's time for another person.
He was at company parties. Angel's like, hey, come on, little short. Let me whisper in your ear. He said, with no game. Bill didn't have no game. I got the billion. His literal line, the article says, I want to see you later. Will you have dinner with me?
Will you?
Say yes, if please.
He had no game other than he's a billionaire. But that's enough game.
Listen, for most people, that's probably enough. Big shouts to women who don't get enough credit. Turning down Bill Gates at work, knowing, everybody knows he's a billionaire, hitting that and being like, I'm gonna go ahead and pretend it didn't happen. And then you just at work and then just continue to work there.
Yeah, that will first of
Bruh,
all, I'm
come
not
on,
turning
man.
it down. I'm not turning
You was
it
turning
down.
Bill down.
If I were a single woman, entry level at Microsoft, and Uncle Billy said, I want to take you out on a date, guess where I'm going? Where are we going, Bill? He would have heard me answer. You know, he typing it from his office. Send. Yes! Where we go? Let me get my purse. We leaving now. Is Melinda coming? Because I'm fine if she coming too. I'm fine. Y'all, Bill asked me out. I told you I was next, Clara. I told you I was
Clara?
next. Listen, because Mindy ain't doing it right, apparently. Shoot. Yes, I would have been all over. When do you get that opportunity? I have had several ugly men hit on me. None of them have been billionaires.
I get hit on my ugly men for free.
Oh, for free. Okay? For free. In person. At least with email, you don't have to wince. You know, or they don't see it. They don't see your face turning up. But a billionaire, I'm not going to like.
That's Billy Bill to Angel.
That's Billy Billionaire. That's
Listen.
Richie Rich for really real.
Oh, I would not. Now, obviously, I wouldn't want to work at a place. I would only be mad if it's like mid-level management hitting on me. Then I'd be like, HR.
Roger from accounting at Microsoft.
Right.
Hey, Angel, Roger, I'll kill you.
Yes.
Clara, go and get HR. I said Bill or no one.
Yes.
You hear me?
You over here making $10,000 more than me. That is not cute. Nigga, what we gonna do? Yeah, we over here both starving together because you don't make no money. I'm over here hungry. That's why I got to use Noom to try to keep myself together.
Okay.
Try to get my mindset right. Okay? Because if I'm with Bill, I'm eating up everything. I'll be like, Bill, you better renew my Noom subscription.
Hey, Bill, I'm 270. You understand me? I'd never seen a chef on each level of the house.
Right.
I went to the third floor. She had quesadillas. I said, girl, I love Mexican food.
I gotta try this. Okay?
And Noom wouldn't make you feel bad for it.
Noom
will understand.
Yes, Noom said, listen now. You are the person that sometimes be the gremlin. You nighttime hit and you're not supposed to eat. And you like, but I can't help it. And then you turn into an angry person. Well, Noom is all about teaching you about eating and your cravings and how to build new habits. Because as you all know, it's all about habits. That's why we eat the way we eat. Mm-hmm. We are habitual.
I be habitually wrong.
Habitually wrong.
But Noom be like, hey man, it's all right. We gonna get right. I'm back on track right now.
Boom.
I did forget my healthy food, but it's coming.
But you turned down that orange juice.
I turned down the orange juice.
You did.
And hint water. Bex, I need tender greens for lunch today. Noom and I are back.
Beck is on that phone.
Based on in psychology, Noom teaches you how to eat so you can accomplish your personal health goals and stick with them long term because you don't need rules to lose weight. You need knowledge. As Kevin has told you all many a time, he be on the right track.
And then I'd be like, where's the wrong track? Let me get on that.
That one looks
Let me
interesting.
stay on there for about 3 months
he
here.
gets on a horse on the wrong track.
I was in Atlanta. I bought a horse farm. I said, this is race called Wrong Track. I'm going here every day.
They had buildings with just kitchens in them. Kevin was like, I'm home.
Literally.
Oh, Lord.
Commercial kitchen building. I was like, I feel live here. Forget the Aloft.
This is what it is. Well, what Noom does, it kind of helps you feel good about your choices and improves a sense of self-worth and mood and less stress because you don't want to be stressed out about what you're eating. You don't want to feel bad if you're not quote unquote dieting the way you think you should. And they also want to teach you how to achieve specific goals that you want. And you can achieve them with Noom. Everyone is busy, and that's why Noom doesn't demand much of your time. They only ask for 10 minutes a day. Over 80% of Noomers finish the program, and over 60 have stuck with their goals for at least 1 year. There's a science to getting healthier, and it's called Noom. Sign up for your trial today at Noom, Noom.com/SK.
SK.
Learn how to eat again with Noom. Sign up for your trial today at Noom, Noom.com/SK.
SK.
Ready to learn to live healthier? Sign up for Noom today at Noom.com/SK.
Marcus said he would send you on to Bill.
Oh, but he would get me ready. He would groom me. He'd be like, "Let's get these chin hairs under control." Oh yeah, he'd be like, "Let's get these legs." Why can't I? It's the truth, Kevin. I'll be over here. They're on their way back, but they're not fully in yet.
How do you pluck them individually?
Now, I ain't got no choice, and they come in a whole family reunion. It's a family pack. I got Costco
That's the
chin hairs.
4-pack. Keep your distance.
It is Costco family value executive membership chin hairs here. There is no limit.
You got the
one
black
per
card?
customer. Yes, it's not a limit at one per customer. There's a dozen.
Oh my God! My grandma, great grandma, Grandma Jack, she had the same beard as Idris Elba. They did the same salt and pepper, and she was like, "I don't care. I'm 70, 80 years old. This is how I am." You hug her, she's Beck. You know, Grandma Jack had that little beardy. She had a little beardy.
Would it hit right here like,
That's how it was. Like, Grandma, first of all, I want to be like you when I grow up. I'm just trying to honor her with this.
He's like, this is homage.
She didn't condition it either. It was strong.
Yeah.
It was civil rights movement. It came out strong.
Listen, I went to a funeral where a woman had the full mustache with beard. But was dressed so girly. Just had all of that grown
I've been seeing
in.
some women like that.
I said, well, go on. She was older. So I was just like, you know what? When you get to an older age, you shouldn't have to care.
So, are you going to have that beard my grandma had? When you 75, 80?
Marcus will put in the work. He'll be like, I won't. I will not. I'm not going to live with this. I'm sure of it. I am positive of that. But yeah.
I wanted to say one thing about this before we move on. We had this for later, but when Bill and Millie broke up, she rented an island, okay?
Yeah.
To the tune, an island, $132,000 a night, so she could avoid the media fallout.
We go together. We go together.
Angel would have been swimming to the island. This is a private island. Melinda!
Yes.
It's me, Angel.
Black women make everything better, Melinda. I knew it. I told you. I tried to tell you he wasn't going to do right by you, girl. Yeah. Oh, we would have had our own Waiting to Exhale. I would have hired Angela Bassett. I would be like, we going to reenact it for you, Melinda. We going to burn his stuff in a car. Come on. Come on. So, Kevin, you telling me a single Kevin Fredericks, granted, you would have had to been 12, but let's pretend as if
I don't deal
you're
in
like,
hypotheticals where I'm single.
no, but
This is
hypotheticals not after you've been married. Hypotheticals before, prior to.
There is no before.
Okay. So hypothetical in another universe.
I am
Your
the
name
inevitable.
is Sergey. Okay?
Okay.
Sergey, if your boss was a woman with a lot of money, you wouldn't let
This
her
peen
hit it?
belongs to love only. This peen can't be
The
bought.
summer of 99, you wouldn't have been like, well,
Yeah, you got me there.
I'm going to say,
That was
because your
lust.
peen belonged on a bus then. At least you'd be on a PJ. She flew me out.
I can't just be taking somebody down because they have $1 billion. I've got morals. You hear me? Also, the other thing that Melinda was pissed off about was Bill's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, yeah.
Epstein. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was a pedophile and slinging children around left and right.
Yeah, and apparently the article wasn't completely clear. He either was friends with him or he said he cut off his friendship earlier than he really did. So apparently Melinda had pre-filed a little bit and got the paperwork ready about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And then he must have sent one of them email dates and she was like, you know what, bro, I really don't need this.
Yeah, that was not. Oh, that's a terrible look. I can completely understand being like, okay, now listen, I was cool with all your hoes, with you being a hoe,
Right.
But this one is just not. No.
Nah, you can't get by that. And the thing is, I feel like Bill Gates, prior to this, he had crafted an image that outside of the capitalist stuff, as a person on the relationship thing, I don't remember hearing about him cheating or anything like that, or knowing about Jeffrey Epstein until like a week ago. That's your legacy now, man.
Yeah.
That's you know, I don't know how long Bill Gates is going to live, but it's probably safe to say more of his life is behind him than in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
And right now it's like, dang, Bill, you out here too. You was treating Ron, hanging with Jeffrey Epstein. But it's like, man,
yeah,
birds of a feather flock together.
Listen, that's why I don't even like when my husband has friends. It's friends with men who have cheated before.
Really?
And you talk birds of a feather. So Jeffrey, who is doing illegal, like against the law, being a predator to kids. Oh, you better block that number. Unfollow.
So you think cheating will rub off?
It's just,
or
it's
you be less likely to trust Marcus to people who have a history of cheating.
No, I just don't. It's like I trust Marcus 100%, and I'm not placing judgment on any dude or any marriage that has gone through it, but it is not my like favorite
It's not
thing.
your preference. Yeah,
it's just like I would prefer that you be around iron that sharpens iron, but I know that like that might not be what he's getting from that friend.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Melissa feels similar. She was like, I prefer, especially if you're on the road, if you're not gonna be with married people, men that I know wouldn't be cool with that.
Right.
Not people who be like, you know, and that's why I don't keep people around me who are just like enablers. Like even Joshy, he'd be like, no, listen, Kev, look. You know, Josh would be, he'd be like, if I don't want to give away his tricks, but let's just say Josh want to make sure I'm cool. Everybody around me be like, all right, Kev, enough. You away with you.
Yeah.
You know, because people be like, you know, after the sound stage and keep your distance, the mid-conversation pitches are up 58%.
Oh, I'm sure.
The pull-ups to I want something and I'm going to get straight to it are up 70,000%. So anyway, let's move on.
And I'm a tattletale, so that's good.
Angel's, she's like Josh. I don't know Kevin like that. If you want to book him, you must go to the people who book him.
Oh no, I'm talking about
it's
it.
Like snitching.
I will snitch on you.
Oh, I would expect nothing less.
Okay, good.
I would expect nothing less.
Okay.
To hear too, Tony, everybody, Rebecca's not even my cousin.
I'll give you an opportunity to tell on yourself, but it's a very short window.
Hey, are you telling on yourself because her phone's already ringing? So did you text her or call her?
You might,
because you can basically take the phone from me.
Yeah.
That's your option.
There's your opportunity.
Take the phone from me and tell her.
Yeah.
And if you don't, it's gonna be told.
Hey, I mean, my loyalty runs deep here, but I'm also snitching.
Loyalty runs deep to right first.
Yeah.
Oh no, 1,000%, and that's
Runs
what I
deep
mean by it.
Yeah, right. And I listen. I would be much less likely to make a mistake if I have people around who won't just yes man, yes sir me.
I have been fired from very pricey institutions, so I am not worried if you were to fire me because I ran my mouth to your wife. I've been fired from Fox. NBC. I can be fired from Kev on Stage Studios and recover. Just FYI.
Because you had a career before me. Any of y'all who think I discovered Angel, I just introduced her to y'all.
He did, which I appreciate.
She was on a show for years.
Was it ER or was it something
I didn't
different?
remember, that's why I didn't say it.
I hate these people.
I feel like she played Nurse Dawn Archer.
I hate you.
That's where I know
was
it
Nurse
from.
Dawn
Somebody was
Archer.
like, why does she hate ER? Then somebody was like, I don't think they paid her well enough. No, they
Start full rumors.
they didn't pay her
That's
well
right, they
enough.
didn't pay her
That's
well enough,
why. No, I loved working at ER. I just hate that Kevin brings it up so much. He makes it seem like, you know why you bring it up like there's like this, like I feel hoity-toity about it.
Yeah.
I don't.
I know.
This is how Kevin brings it up. He brings it up like I'm walking around like this. Hi. I worked on ER.
Those are nice sunglasses.
Those are really nice.
I got these from Warby Parker.
Oh my God.
And Warby Parker.
You didn't see that? She literally went down to the box.
I forgot we had that ad. I was like, that is really convenient for the joke you're saying. And those are really nice sunglasses.
Like, where did you get
That's
those
how
glasses?
nice Warby Parker is. I forgot we were doing this ad, and I was genuinely like, those are really nice.
Yes, Warby Parker has a great selection of sunglasses and progressives and blue light lenses. Ooh,
They got blue light?
I know.
Hold on,
like
hold on.
blue
Let me see
light.
that. Let me see that. I need some because I'll be streaming.
Now listen, I have been talking about getting. Oh, I think these are all sunglasses in here. And Melissa probably. Ooh, I'm taking these.
Put another pair on, Angel.
No, Angel, we have to pay for.
You gotta try it. Try 3 pair on.
to pay
Show,
for them if we
show them
take
what 3 on.
I
Yeah,
want
you can
all
keep
of
them,
them.
Angel.
Ooh.
Wait, Warby Parker's not
Oh, that's
Come on, Angel.
that's island vibes. You
wear
are
that
you
right
on the
now.
island with
cheap.
Melinda?
That's big poom poom.
A big poom. Big poom. What's great is because they Warby Parker, what they do is they let you try them on, because that's the one thing. I've never gotten anybody sunglasses as a gift because it's all about what their face looks like then.
Yep.
It looks like in them.
You gotta see your face.
You
in them.
have to.
Yeah, it's not like a pair of tennis shoes. Like most people, their feet look like feet in tennis shoes. But with sunglasses, it's all about the face shape. So Warby Parker knows that. So they send you like a range of styles from extra narrow to extra wide to fit all face shapes. And you can decide which glasses like look right for you. And they totally personalize the fit, okay, to your face and your style. So what you do is you take a quiz and order the home try-on kit.
I'm gonna do that right now.
And and then you're able to like get some.
Nice. Oh,
feel
that
me?
you got like a sleuth look about you.
A sleuth.
If you had a trench coat, you'd be like, ooh, there goes Detective Angel.
That's me making sure everybody being faithful.
Yeah.
You faithful?
You would have the long lens.
Yeah.
You be handing somebody pictures in a manila envelope.
Oh, absolutely. Evidence is always collected. But yes, so what you're able to do is you're able to do the quiz and then you do their home try on program. And it's so easy because they send you the box. Okay.
What's in the box?
Okay, and the box has like the little slit for like 5 different styles. And then you send back what you don't want.
That's all you got to
Send
do.
them back.
Boom, bam,
You
pow.
can get 1, 5, whatever makes you
Whatever makes you happy. If it makes you
happy.
try on some Warby. Okay, so this is what we want you to do. I am keeping these 2.
All right.
Okay,
Keep them, Angel.
Thanks. Praise God. Try Warby Parker free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid envelope a prepaid free return shipping label. Try 5 pair of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/SK.
SK.
Again, try 5 pair of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/SK.
SK.
You guys.
Hey.
Now I know Kev says he doesn't trust me, okay, when it comes to these transitions and whatnot. But I feel as though that might be something deeper. Something deeper. That the reason why you have such, is it because when people lie to you, it makes you feel uncertain?
It could be.
Well, I'm not a therapist, so I don't know how to analyze this, but you can find one on Talkspace.
You can.
Y'all, it's actually Mental Health Awareness Month. So that is something that's amazing because mental health, especially in our community, this is not stuff that we be talking about. We just
Nope.
literally just be like, oh, they crazy. Like, but no, like really, where's their mental health at? What's going on with them? What's going on with you? Well, you can find out all of that. And you can find out the positive effects of therapy in how they will create long-lasting change in all areas of your life, whether it be your relationships, your career, or your overall happiness. A therapist can help you identify the habits and patterns that might be holding you back and how to move forward in the right direction. We wholeheartedly here at Here's the Thing recommend Talkspace for therapy. You can sign up online and start therapy the same day as you sign up. You can text, video, send voice messages to your licensed therapist, so it's incredibly convenient to have virtual sessions from the comfort of your home. Talkspace is a fraction of the cost of in-person therapy. And instead of waiting for an appointment, you can send unlimited messages to your therapist 24/7, and they'll engage you with you daily, 5 days a week. Talkspace is secure, private, using the latest end-to-end bank-grade encryption technology to store client information and complying with the latest HIPAA regulations.
HIPAA.
This is what we want you to do. As a listener of this podcast, you get $100 off your first month with Talkspace. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com. Make sure you use the code CREW to get your $100 off your first month and show your support to the show. That's CREW, KREW, and Talkspace.com.
Yay. Let's move on, Angel.
Let's move on.
Moving on.
It's a really fun thing I saw on Twitter.
What'd you say?
The handle is DJ Artistic. Okay. He said, can we do a hip hop stock market thread? I'll name a rapper, and depending on where you feel in their career, vote accordingly. Buy means they have plenty of potential to get bigger, haven't peaked yet.
Okay.
Hold may not get much bigger, but still a factor. Sell, peaked, and declining. So I'm going to name the artist, and I'd love to hear your opinion and Josh's opinion. I'll give mine, and the people watching, I'd like to see yours in the comments as well. Starting off with Drake. Buy, hold, or sell?
Sell.
You think Drake peaked?
And for me, yes. I feel like he had like a summer ago was his peak. So he could be a hold, but he's definitely not a buy more for me.
Okay. Joshy? Can you do this, though, because you're in the music industry?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
I'd either hold, but I might look to buy too.
Give me a reason why, because I have a reason, too.
I think Drake will touch stadium peak.
Yep.
I think he'll do Rose Bowl in like 5 years. I think he still has like a good 2 to 3 years of what he could be, because he got named by the Billboard Music Awards. I think is like the biggest
Artist of the decade?
Yeah, artist of the decade.
I might be tripping, but I still stand by what I said.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna say hold, and I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like Drake still has the potential to give us a vulnerable album in a true sense. A 444, my real life stuff. His stuff is not big. I mean, Girl, You Make Me Sad. That thing.
I was about to say he does
that, but I don't think that's his real life anymore. I think that was his real life. I don't think that happens as much as his music might make you think it happened. I think had he went back at Pusha T, what does Drake have there? A true like 444 album where he's like, okay, y'all, I've been doing the pop song, hit song thing. I've done that. I've made the money. I've been as big as possible. Let me rap differently now about subject matter that I haven't touched. This is what I feel like about Beyonce. Starting with Self-Titled, and the pinnacle was Lemonade. Like, she was doing a similar thing to Drake. I'm making pop songs. I'm making anthems. But then she was like, actually, I'm going to talk about my life, and I'm going to talk about my real life. And I think that's where her potential grew the most for me personally. And I think Drake still has that option, so I'm going to hold on Drake.
No, this is a quick question, and then we can move off of Drake. So do you all feel like I think about when we think about Jay-Z during his prime, somehow, are you cool with Jay-Z? Or is Jay-Z somebody that you think is cool?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So I think of you as one of my son's ages when Jay-Z was doing Hard Knock Life.
Yep.
Very young.
Okay.
So I, for me, can't think of what Drake would do that would hold my children's attention in years to come. That's the reason
fair.
why. Do you get what I'm saying? That's the
fair.
reason why I'm like,
I give you that. I get that.
he doesn't
point.
have that longevity.
But also, if he doesn't do that, then he might have gotten as big as, because he's huge.
He's
He's massive.
Huge.
Everywhere.
But
Yeah.
I think he still has that chance. Okay.
Go ahead.
Kendrick Lamar, buy, hold, or sell?
I'm going to hold for Kendrick.
Okay.
I'm not going to buy any more, even though I love Kendrick, but I would hold.
Joshy?
I would hold. That's the thing too, is like these tier of artists, they're all at that potential age to where they could be like, I'm good. Like
Yeah.
they don't necessarily need to make another album unless they want to keep pushing like Kendrick is somebody who I would see they want to keep pushing their craft.
Yeah.
And I realized that with this recent Cole release, they might be on that as well.
You know we're gonna get to Jake.
But no, so like it's interesting to hear these artists in their maturation phases.
Yes.
So I'm definitely
Holding on Kendrick. I'm gonna buy on Kendrick.
Okay.
I think he still has. The thing I like about Kendrick is the To Pimp a Butterfly. He makes cohesive albums or themed albums.
Absolutely.
You know, Good Kid, Mad City's top 5 rap albums for me ever. It's one of the greatest stories of being gang adjacent. I'm not affiliated, but I'm adjacent. I'm in the backseat with them during peer pressure. I'd make a right, I'd make a left, and another left. One lucky night, I was like, whew, and I ain't commit no crimes. I was actually riding my bike in LA listening to that. I still think he has potential to cross over, like in a big way. I don't see Kendrick doing like how Snoop did like songs with Katy Perry. I don't see that type of stuff from Kendrick.
He kind of tapped that already. Did he do that Maroon 5 joint?
I don't remember that.
Let me look up his discography real quick. He had like 2014, I think he did a lot of crossover music, but keep going.
No, that's why I think he still has, and the thing I also like about Kendrick, he'll take some time.
Yes,
Damn was like maybe 4 years ago now.
Point. Yeah, people remind me every day.
And he goes almost like radio silent.
Yeah.
Dark.
Yeah.
You remember when Humble came out? It was like, the world stops for a minute.
Yeah.
When he had the fire on his head.
The music video was incredible.
And music doesn't
so
stop.
amazing.
There's few artists who can literally stop everybody.
Yeah.
Have you seen this? You got to stop what you're doing and watch that.
Yeah.
He still has that ability to me. And he's grown so much. Section 80 is a great tape. I was just, one of my favorite songs is on there. So I still think there's more from Kendrick. Okay. Next is J. Cole.
I'm going to hold. Not buying no more though.
No more buy from J. Cole?
No, I'm not. I think he's definitely in a good place. But I think whatever I bought is good to hold.
Yeah. Have you listened to his new album yet? Okay. Joshy, it's good, by the way.
That's what I hear. I hear it's really good.
Very good.
I'm going to buy on the bias as well. But what this album showed me, and also what Cole is doing in terms of on the basketball side, is he is still actively, he's psychotic for starting a basketball career at like 37 or 38. But he actually put the work in over the years to get to that foot in the door. And right now he's rapping like he used to when he was doing mixtapes.
I agree with that.
So the fact that he's still in that mentality of starting new at any age is still like chasing that dream. He had a little frame at the end of this last music video that dropped yesterday that said, hold on to that inner child.
Yeah.
And I think as long as he has that mentality, he'll still want to push himself to grow in any which direction. So I would buy.
I'm going to hold on J. Cole.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Tell me why.
I think I don't know if he's going this way or more this way, right? I don't see J. Cole skyrocketing. I see him spreading his interest differently into basketball. His visual game has always been great, but the documentary, his rollout was a rollout like a young artist. The LA Lakers freestyle was like, oh, you out here rapping.
Rappity rap.
You know, like you rapping like you got something to prove, and maybe you feel like you got something to prove. The shoe thing, I can see him diversifying. I can't see a whole bunch of people who don't know about Cole all of a sudden finding out who he is. I think he can solidify himself and where he stands in the rap game, but I don't see him like all of a sudden he's going to be on Super Bowl or things like that. And also, Cole's not interested in any of the industry stuff.
Yes, he's
Grammys,
not. He's not.
awards, none of that stuff matters to him. And that's the stuff that pushes you bigger and bigger and bigger. But I think he might still solidify himself in the culture.
Yeah.
With a stronger foothold. Like he's trying to etch his name amongst the GOATs on rappy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yo, like as a lyricist, y'all gonna have to respect me for real.
Yeah.
I'm rapping for real, and I think he's working really hard about that. But I don't think you need to do that. I don't think you need to get bigger to do that. I think you get better.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's declining.
No.
Like he
I wouldn't
rapping
say
the
that.
old school,
Yeah.
you know, this That cold.
That cold.
Forest Hills Drive cold.
Yeah, well, and that was part of the thing because he did an interview with Kevin Durant on his podcast, and he talked about going into this album, he wasn't necessarily looking to storytell like he was in Forest Hills Drive and For Your Eyes Only, but he wanted to, like, he was like, yo, if I went bar for bar on somebody at the time before he created this, his pen wasn't that sharp to do something like that on.
Yes.
But his storytelling is like, I did that, I've already done that, I want to try it.
Let me try rappy now.
In that sense.
Rap,
also,
rap,
like,
rappy.
and it's interesting too because people forget that like Cole has arguably 2 or 3 albums ahead of Kendrick in terms of releases. Like, because there is an age gap there.
Yeah.
So I think, like, going back to what you were saying, Kendrick still has that potential.
Yes.
Release wise, you know, like, because I mean, Section 80, they re-released it as an album.
Yeah.
But other than that,
it was a
like,
tape.
between Good Kid, Mad City and Subliminal Butterfly and Damn, like, that's still only 3. Cole, this was Cole's 6th.
And the what was it? Untitled?
Untitled and Mastered.
Which I feel like, I mean, it's an album, but it's not like.
This is pretty good too.
Yeah. But see, like, if they ever, and I don't know if Cole or Kendrick did this or just people wanted this, but like a Cole Kendrick joint, like Silk Sonic type thing, that might bring the best out of both of them. You know what I'm saying? That'd be super dope. If I could call them, I would tell them.
You say, hey, can you do this? Come on.
Okay. James Z. That's Jay-Z full name.
Okay, I was like,
No, Jay-Z. It was Jay-Z.
I did not know who you were
Carter.
talking
It was
about.
just a J. I know it was
Here's the thing.
Jay-Z.
Here's the thing. I love me some Jay-Z. And do I think he's going to get any better? Absolutely not. But if somebody sold some of their stock, I'd be like, I'll take that off your hands.
What?
I'll take that off you. Yeah, let me just have more of a, maybe as an antique. Let me take some of that. I don't think he has anywhere to go else in the rap game. I feel like he has created a lane that nobody had ever been in. So he could do that again. Would I be interested in that lane? Probably curious more than interested. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if I bought it, just be because of the nostalgia, and that is someone who I can understand. That is someone who I actually do honestly like his music, because once you get further down this list, I'm not going to be buying just because I'm not interested. Yeah. Not because I don't think that they have value in the rap game. It's just I am not interested. So I would say buy only for the simple fact that I enjoy him, but not because I believe that he has somewhere else to go as a rap man, as a rapper. Excuse me.
Hey, rap man.
Rap man.
Rap
I
man.
sounded 80 years old.
You ain't got nowhere to go as a rap man.
I was thinking, I was about to say, but as a businessman, I am excited to see
Absolutely.
what else. Rap man.
Somebody in the Patreon, I want to get their name if I can find it. But he said he's like he's a legacy stock like GE. Like, you know, that GE gonna be strong.
Yeah,
he get you a little GE, give it to the children. They're gonna be all right.
Give me that little rap man. Rap.
Joshy?
I'm kind of in the same. So let me just preface this. Jay-Z is in like my top 5 of all time. But I didn't even push play on the recent release with Nas.
Sorry, not sorry?
Man,
You're not sorry about it either?
I mean, honestly, like a Khaled release, I'm kind of cool off of now. It's like I wasn't too excited about that album. I still want to. I just haven't. Honestly, I haven't remembered to like play it in an opportunity to play a new song. But he's not rapping like he used to. And like he's rapping like, I have a lot of money. I'm relaxed. This is what it is. I'm speaking politically, which is dope. But unless Jay-Z drops an album, I'm not really looking for a Jay-Z feature anymore with that excitement. I'm probably holding, though, just for the sake of, like, when he does drop an album, I'm going to be in anticipation, like in high anticipation to listen to it. But I don't see him growing
anymore as a rap man.
Yeah, but like you said, horizontally as a rap man.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, he is touching spaces that I think Nipsey would have eventually.
Yeah.
That we weren't able to see. But I would still probably hold. Because I would still pay to go to a JC show.
Yeah.
I think I would hold. I was almost sell, but the declining part is where I can't say Jay-Z's declining. Yeah. I don't know. Similar to Cole, I don't know that his growth is here anymore. I think Jay-Z's flexing more on his business acumen than his
100%.
I mean, he's proven that there's few people, if any, who can rap with him currently.
Correct.
He's proving that his business acumen is as good as his or better than his rap man.
Yes.
Acumen. I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
I'm a rap
so let me
man.
handle my business, man. Well, that's not what he said, but that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but it's good.
But what he's done outside of rap is, I think his growth is still there. So as an artist overall, I will hold. Next.
I'm also a terrible stock trader, so.
Nicki Minaj.
Let me just
sell. I sold those stocks a long time ago. I sold those stocks.
Where'd you get out of Minaj stock?
Ooh, when
Cardi B.
No, I sold when there was a Rafe in China, in a Waif with China, in a minute China, in a hoot in China. I said, oh, we got to sell this, girl. I don't even know what you're talking about no more. In a Waif in China. I was like, stop Asian hate. I don't even know what you're talking about. Stop it. No, you go ahead.
I'm like trading places when the market opened up on the orange sales. I'm talking about I got tickets in both hands. Sell, 25, take it off my hands, sell. You can't get it out of my hands fast enough.
Oh my God.
It's gone. And I love her. I feel like, listen, she had a great run. Mm-hmm. She had a 7-year stunt.
Yeah.
Where she was unrivaled.
Untouchable.
Yeah.
Untouchable.
100%. It's over.
That was a while ago.
Listen, she had a Pink Friday, and now we had a Black Sunday. Speaking of Sunday really helps you grow your grass. And let me tell you, when you use Sunday, honey, your grass is about to be green. Mm-hmm. All right? Okay, that green that Nikki
like the
might
money
be
you'll
missing.
make when you sell
Nikki stock. Yeah, okay, when you sell your Nikki stock off. No, we've talked about Sunday before, and let me tell you, it's about to be summertime. You about to want to have these barbecues going.
Summertime and that cutlass.
And the worst thing to do is invite your family over and they feet be getting cut up by the hay that you got, and them seeing all these ugly weeds growing up out of your
hard brown spots.
Listen, don't nobody want to come to your backyard and look like a junkyard because you ain't got your grass together. Well, Sunday's gonna fix that, okay?
My backyard, like, you know what? I could use a carburetor. Something about this backyard say I just need me an old carburetor for a Buick Skyline.
Carburetor, a random pit bull, and a tire. and there you go. But no, with Sunday, you get a custom lawn care plan that will have your lawn looking luscious, honey. It's ready for all the barbecues. It's ready for Earth, Wind, and Fire. It's ready for Frankie, Beverly, and Mace. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's ready for all of that. And what Sunday does is it makes it so easy that you take out all the guesswork and all the unwanted chemicals, so you can grow a beautiful lawn that's better for people, pets, in the planet. Now, let me tell you how it works. You go on, you fill out like a little quiz. You tell them what your goals are for your lawn. They take a picture of your yard, like an aerial shot, pop, so they know what your yard looks like. And then they send you the free lawn analysis, and then you select the plan that you want. So, and they also have add-ons like weed control. If you live one of our old houses, weeds would grow up so fast. Like Marcus, anytime we had an event in the backyard, that was the thing that took him the longest, was trying to get all the weeds from around the fence. Or you can do seeds or pest control. Any of those things that you need, you're able to add on. And the way it works is that you hook the Sunday package to the end of a hose and you just spray your yard. And they make it even easier by putting the date on where you should do it. So you don't have to be like, you know, when you have goldfish and you don't know how often you're supposed to feed them, and then one day you go in and they belly side up because you done fed them too much and they jaw done fell off. That's happened to me. You're not going to have that with Sunday because they're going to tell you when to feed your grass the Sunday stuff, and you just spray it on, and it's so simple, and your lawn is just going to be luscious. Sunday explains exactly what you get and why, and everything is waiting for you at your door when you need it. It's delivered right to you. No trips to the hardware stores or to no outdoor, nurseries and nothing like that. It comes to you. And all I had to do, like I said, was attach the ready-to-use pouch to the garden hose and spray. Lawn care used to take up your entire day. Now it takes less than 15 minutes.
That's it.
15 minutes,
Ain't number
y'all.
15.
Okay, let's Sunday take the guesswork out of growing a greener, more beautiful lawn this spring. Visit getsunday.com/SK
SK.
to get $20 off your custom lawn plan at checkout. That's $20 off your custom plan at getsunday.com/SK.
SK. All right, Joshy. I imagine you were selling.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now the other ones, there's more, so we can speed the other ones up because there's some other things I want to talk about.
Okay.
And I know less about the rest of the artists. Lil Baby.
Go ahead, because
I'm buying.
go ahead.
I'm buying big on Lil Baby too.
I think Lil Baby is going to be as big as some of the first artists that we talked about.
Really?
I think
You think he'll be that big? Cole Kendrick, Jay?
I think so. In like 5 years.
Wow.
Because right now he's just starting to cross over into different platforms.
Yeah.
About to drop a song with Kirk. Kirk's going to be cussing on there. I got a feeling.
That's a Space Jam song with Lil Baby and Kirk Franklin's. Kirk will work with artists. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm buying big on Lil Baby.
I didn't.
You don't know Lil Baby?
I know who. I don't.
You been too busy having a Lil Baby to
I
know
be
about
having
him.
the little babies. I don't know. I mean, I would buy like on one of those, like you can buy a piece of stock and not the whole stock. Yes, I'll get a piece of a piece.
Let me get a teeny to Lil Baby.
It's hard for me to buy into something that I'm not interested in.
I get it. I get it, Angel.
But again, that's not to say he does not have value in the landscape of rap right now. It's just I'm not in that landscape.
Got it. Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm either hold or buy.
I buy.
I'm holding.
You took a break. You took a deep breath.
I know.
I'm holding. I don't know. I feel like she was everywhere at once at one point.
Yeah.
And I'm holding to see what her next play is going to look like.
That's what I agree. I don't know. Listen, there will always be room for booty clapping. There will always. There's always
just in
room
general
for it.
or in rap. There's room for booty clapping.
Everywhere. But definitely in rap. And she definitely, the door that had been opened by female rappers that came before her, she really busted it open really wide. The fact that the Grammys that she got this year that some female rappers had never gotten before.
Yep.
She got a Grammy with Beyonce.
Right. Like
Beyonce let her talk first.
Yes, Beyonce was like, go ahead, Houston, baby. So I definitely am not selling by no means. However, I don't know what her next narrative is. That's all.
Got it. Cardi B.
When's the last time she put out anything?
It's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck.
That was a single. When's the last time she put out?
Album wise, I feel like
wasn't that Be Careful With Me? That one, the
no, she
Drip
had
Drip.
That was Invasion of Privacy, wasn't
Yes.
it?
I don't
She had
think-
another album after that, didn't she?
No,
Only Invasion of Privacy?
that's it.
Really?
I do believe so, and I listened to that thing from beginning to end, and I said, "Now I like you." You know what I liked about it is because I could understand. I understood everything that she was talking about. It was on some real basic stuff. I was like, yes.
Yeah, she's really only dropped one album.
So if she continues to get great writers,
I think I'm gonna buy on Cardi. I think she has potential to be bigger than she is. She's big.
She's
I think
huge.
she got some potential.
I'm at least holding, but if she keeps getting great writers, she is a showman.
She's the greatest show on earth. Cardi could have a network television show.
I want her to do. I want her to have a sitcom. I'm talking about Laugh Track.
Literally, I think she could. I think there's nothing she could. Cardi could go into movies. Like, I think she has, the sky is the limit for her because her personality is out of this world. Mm-hmm. Joshy?
I would hold for that possibility as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think she is more of a personality than I feel like she has more of an interest in pursuing something entertaining than she might in music. Because what else can she?
Her Facebook Watch show could be on a television. It could be on
I didn't even know she had a Facebook Watch show.
Yeah, it's a unscripted show.
Okay.
City Girls.
I'm either buy or sell.
I'm gonna sell on the Girls. They've been beefing.
Well,
Little Uzi.
Oh, they beefing with each other, or they
There was a
beefing
little shade.
between the two of them?
Betwixt.
Well, let's go ahead and sell it then.
I
ain't got
saw
no
a little
time.
shade on the thing. There was,
I don't need mess in my portfolio.
yeah.
I'm gonna
We can
sell.
do the next couple rapid fire. The Migos.
Sell.
They've been out.
Sell.
I saw a headline today. The Migos teased the first single of their highly anticipated Culture 3. I was like, who's anticipating?
I don't think that's
What?
true. Sorry,
They
Migos.
just sold them at a yard sale. I didn't even do it officially.
Oh my God.
Snoop Dogg.
I'm a hoe just because he gonna come up with something else
That's
ridiculous.
I met him, man.
He gonna come
Great
up
guy.
with a classical album, and I don't mean classic. I mean classical opera.
Like Beethoven.
Yes, I'm certain of it. He gonna
give
come
it a
or
shot.
country or something. He gonna do something else.
I'm gonna sell on Unc.
Okay.
Selling on?
I'll sell on Unc.
That's
Now
anti.
what if
that's
he wants a
anti-
show on
Then
KOSS?
I'm buying on him. But I got my I'm getting my insider information. And
That's anti-low, Kev.
he ain't interested. Did you answer for Snoop?
I'm holding.
Okay,
I'm
holding too.
I have to.
I'm back to holding.
You back to hold.
Yeah, Kanye West.
Sell.
Sold.
I ain't got time for the mess, Josh. Apparently, you got time for the mess.
Sold. I'm sorry, Kanye.
If that joint that he flipped with Lauren,
Nah, I don't think he has enough to put together a project that I would like anymore. And the surrounding stuff is more than the stuff.
The surrounding stuff is more than the stuff.
And it's like I cannot do. I like messing my portfolio.
Listen, I know he's a genius. That does not take
Nobody
away from
arguing. Nobody
But
arguing.
it's too much. Listen,
It's too much for me, Kevin.
Where you at, Josh? With this step touch. Step touch is
I'm only gonna do 2 more because the rest of these I just don't want to do this anymore.
Listen, I did it on the phone, and I was like, who?
Josh, hurry up, man.
I'm a hold yay, man.
Holding?
I'm going
Wow.
Josh like the crazy.
Sweetie.
Sahweetie.
I'm buying on Sweetie.
to. Are you?
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell us.
She's willing to put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a lot of artists are willing to put in the work. She has the package that's there. She has the team. She's willing to. She worked out on Santa Monica Boulevard. She said, "I'm in training and stuff." I see potential in the work.
But what if that's as good as she gonna get? You know, sometimes you work somebody and they just still.
I'm
be...
selling on her now.
Ah!
Her performance on the Jake Paul thing just came back in my mind.
Yeah,
out.
that's a far cry to come.
Get me out of the Sweetie business. Josh,
Yeah.
I'm selling.
I'm out. Chica, do y'all know Chica?
Yeah,
I'm buying big on Chica.
buying.
I'm a hold.
Okay.
I'm a hold. I think she's great, but I also, based off the music industry, I don't know how great they're gonna let it be.
How great is that? Okay, and Joshy?
He said bye, didn't you?
I'm buying.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
All right, there was more, but I'm
You already know. I'll be like, who would he
Was
do
there
it?
any other female rappers?
There was Mulatto, who I'd buy.
I'd buy.
There's Doja Cat.
Selling her off.
I probably hold on
Selling her
Doja.
off.
She's really talented. She probably could.
She's problematic.
Be
Yeah.
on the form.
But I heard problematic stuff hasn't seemed to derail her.
Oh, she probably got good PR now, though.
And she could tap into white people. I think
That's
she
where
could
Got
do.
that down to a T.
That's
Yeah.
where she be tapping.
Coy Ray, I don't know much about
I
her.
feel like it's
I
getting.
don't know her.
I don't know much about her either.
Yeah.
I don't know her.
So that's why I was. The
Okay,
further we
that's-
get down the
no,
list,
no,
I'm
good
like,
call, good
bruh.
call. You're right.
There's some names I never even heard. Let me see one I haven't heard.
Why would you say
Okay.
so?
Or 42 Doug, I've heard of. I just don't know his music.
42 Doug?
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't know no music. Young Blue. But anyway, all right. So here's a thing that happened over the weekend.
What happened?
Pin Dang, an Asian comedian,
Oh, yes.
he
Yes.
posted on Twitter, and I actually saw him. This went viral on my timeline. He posted this, and there's some cussing in this, and it's I mean, viewer discretion advised for this clip. He said, ladies and gentlemen, this is how Tony Hinchcliffe, who was a white comedian, Peng is of Chinese descent. Tony Hinchcliffe is of white Wahite descent.
From the Isles
He
of
said,
Wahiti.
ladies and gentlemen, this is how Tony Hinchcliffe brought me up. If you haven't heard it, viewer discretion advised.
Give it up for the one and only Tony Hinchcliffe, everybody.
Yes, hello, good evening, welcome, hello. How about one more time for the filthy little fucking chink that was just up here? While all you fucking race traitors are hooping and hollering, I'm back there watching you puking in a fucking bucket. Oh, we making a gunpowder. Oh, you want extra soy sauce. Oh, you borrow money from us. And you guys just eating it up, you fucking pussy.
So,
Wow.
that was 37 seconds of pure, unadulterated.
Pure muted energy that I'm good. You're not going to hear the clip.
Right.
No, don't mute it.
Mute.
What?
Don't mute it. Like I said, pure discretion. You got to hear it. Just let it play. You got to hear it.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, they're adults.
I mean, we're already demonetized.
They were
anyway.
demonetized. Don't even click the button. YouTube is like, don't touch it on this show.
Get off.
Get off of here, off the monetization. We don't even monetize it.
I'll sync the video though, so you can see it's a video, right?
Yeah.
It's a video.
Okay.
It's in the docket.
Okay.
So,
Somebody said, sell him.
little backstory. I actually have interacted with Tony Hinchcliffe.
You have. That's
Yeah.
your bestie.
Oh my gosh,
That's your best
What?
friend. He's a real bad.
That's sweetie.
He's the one who low key started roasting.
In Doja.
All that.
He was on some episodes of All Deaf.
Y'all brought him on to the black people.
He was good at roasting. He's known for roasting. He's huge in the white community.
You can tell he's good at roasting.
The Joe Rogan community, like that group of potters.
Yeah.
He's got a Kill Tony show. David Lucas from Roast Me is low-key blew up on that side of the world as well with that roasting. So he's on the rise, to say the least.
He's still. You think he's still blowing up?
Here's my honest opinion before I get to the actual clip. Because he's of Joe Rogan-esque viewers,
Oh, okay.
I don't think this is going to harm him like it would other people.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason why is their fans, they are, and we'll talk about Joe Rogan next. They are, comedy is comedy. We should be able to say what we want. A joke's a joke.
That's their niche.
That's our thing. America, big MAGA energy, a lot of MAGA.
Blue stripe
course.
on every
A
flag.
lot of blue stripe stuff, but even like politically correct liberals, like I'm not even saying that's him, but the fans of that, and Joe Rogan plays a lot to that. We'll talk about Joe Rogan next. So I don't think this would harm somebody who didn't have, as much as it would harm somebody who didn't have that audience. It did harm him.
Yeah.
Right?
his
He got
people
dropped by his
him.
agent. He got dropped from Joe Rogan shows by the venues.
Pop.
The venues was like, nope.
Yeah.
Right. And this was a lot of people's introduction to him who were not in that circle.
Right.
Right. So he's rising in that circle, and that's a very lucrative circle, podcasting wise, live show wise, merch wise, like all that stuff wise. And he was writing on a lot of roast shows and stuff on like Comedy Central and all that type of stuff. But when this went viral on Twitter, I was like, ooh. Y'all don't know. Tony Hinchcliffe hadn't been on my timeline. I was like, this is not usually how you want to be introduced to people.
Right. Not at all. And I watched the whole thing. That was just a little snippet. I watched the 22-minute set of the Asian, what is his name? Peng Dang. And then I watched Tony's. And you can tell he's from that style of like a joke is a joke. And you can also tell he's really good at roasting. That automatically. But if you can't acknowledge where we're at right now, like we're literally in a smaller movement as far as in Stop Asian Hate. The only reason why I call it a smaller movement is not like what we were going through in 2020 with Black Lives Matter.
Right.
But it's still getting enough press that you know, like, maybe this is not the best time to think that people are going to be okay with jokes about Asian folk. Like,
the C word that he used is the Asian equivalent to the N word.
right. In their community, it is a racial. I don't like to say it's the equivalent, but it is a racial slur.
To them, it is the equivalent.
I don't know about that.
You ain't Asian.
I'm just saying, I don't know if you're accurate, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
It's still an outside-in perspective.
But it's a racial slur.
It is a racial slur.
It is a racial slur. So Penn, because one of the complaints about Penn from comics in the industry that aren't Tony's fans and then Tony's fans was you picked basically a part that painted a picture this way. This man, Penn Dang, said in the interview, I was trying to make sure that fit on Instagram Reels.
That's what he said.
He said,
I wanted to go viral.
I wanted it to go viral because I felt like he could just say that to me and wasn't nothing gonna happen.
Right.
So earlier in Penn's set, he was talking about there was a Stop Asian Hate rally and Target and stuff, nobody boarded up the stuff. He was like, what, y'all think we're going to break no stuff?
He's like, oh, so you don't think I'm going to do it, Target?
Yeah, because he was saying Asians have this stereotype that they are afraid to get into trouble, afraid to do stuff, afraid to buck the system. And I think he was like, I think Tony thought nothing would happen. Because he said, this happened like a week from the time he posted it. He said Tony never said nothing to him. He walked off, never spoke to him again. So he's like, you think this is just cool.
Right.
And he was like, I'm not a confrontational man. I'm not finna like pull up and square up with you or nothing like that. So this is how I fought back.
Yeah.
Right. And he said, I didn't necessarily want him to lose his agent, but also there are consequences.
Yeah.
And I want other people to know you ain't finna get away with calling us that word. And then nothing will happen. Now, and he also made the point, he was like, if there was a black comic out there, I highly doubt he would say the N-word.
Oh, and I was like, 100%.
So in the Patreon, I saw some comments like, Kev, what would you have done? And I'm not really confrontational either. And I'm not saying if a comic said that, I'd be like, we got to square up. But if and I know that world. And what his fans are saying is, he was making fun of, like, if you watch the full thing, you can see more of what he was trying to do.
Yes.
I'm not defending it, but you can see he was purposely making fun of Penn's set to upset the audience. And then, like, right after that clip, right after it cut off, he talked to some white girls and he was like, oh, you think I'm being serious? Like, obviously I'm not being serious.
Yeah.
Right? But as the case with the internet, people are not finna watch 22 minutes.
No.
Not when 30 seconds is available.
Yeah, not when it's like right there for you to look at and be like,
Yeah. And Penn is right. I can't answer for whether he would have said that. Highly doubt it. But he knows there would be consequences.
Yeah, he knows
saw what
the
happened to Michael
consequences
Richards.
are different. Yeah.
Michael Richards did that. There's a nigga. Son, it's over for you in these streets.
Right, exactly.
If that were me personally, we would have had to talk.
Right.
I'm not let's pull up and fight. Everybody knows me. I ain't but I'm also not I'm gonna just let you disrespect me.
Right.
Like, and that to me, that word, if you said hey, I'm gonna be right back off stage. When you done, come right back down.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna have to let me know why you thought that was cool. And I don't know what happens after that. Cause I don't have a temper, but I can get very upset. I'm very competitive. We playing sports and stuff. You get picked up. There's some times we almost came to blows on when you hooping, people setting screens, talking. There's some times, you know what I'm saying? And that's nothing compared to if I feel like my blackness is being disrespected or you disrespect me as a man.
Yeah.
Bruh, what's up? Melissa, there's a time I almost got in a fight, a road rage incident. Melissa had to stop me. The dude cut me off. He didn't say the N-word, but he was talking crazy. I was like, dang, I ain't been in the fight in a minute. But if Melissa was not, she happened to be in the parking lot. If she was not there, we would have been fighting. It would have been whatever happened after that, jail, court.
I mean, even the lift situation.
Even the lift. I almost got in a fight in the lift. And I was purposely calm because I was like, you are a child to me. But if we finna fight, we finna fight before my show.
Yeah.
Let's just get it over with.
Took got out of the car. He was like,
that's literally what happened. He was tripping, and because I had eaten. Did I tell you the story?
No.
I was eating some crackers in the back of his car, and it was on some what's that company where you bite it and it just explodes?
The Nature Valley.
Nature Valley. God, I'm talking about. I'm saying that thing said,
No.
and this dude lost it.
No, but you didn't spill any though.
No, I definitely spilled some. There was like, but I hadn't spilled like he thought. He acted like I was just spreading.
He heard the comment of "Don't make a mess," and you were jokingly wiping.
That's what it was.
Pants.
I was like, "You're good," and he was just going on and on and on about it. So we get to the parking lot of the church. This is the first year we performing at a church. He pull up, stop, pull the emergency brake out, rush around the car to get up, and I get up quick too. Like, you ain't finna catch me not standing up.
Yeah.
I don't think he saw me get in the car. And when I got out, he was like, "So what's up? Oh, you kept going on up
I
when
told
you was."
you what you doing up there, Kevin.
You saw his energy be like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I was upset.
Yeah.
So and Tony Hinchcliffe ain't no big dude. Most comics aren't big.
Right.
Tony Baker, me, Spank Horton, those are like three that are tall. Most people are not that big. So, but yeah, there would have been some words shared amongst friends if that happened to me.
I mean, I've told it in my set before. I'm going to say allegedly. I pushed this old white lady into the middle of the street for calling me the N-word.
I'm sorry. Allegedly?
I'm going to say allegedly.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh.
That's what I'm going to say.
Allegedly.
The crime I would have been charged for.
I could have been charged for pushing an
so
old
we got to
lady.
take it to the next level
What do you mean?
with allegations.
I could have been, it could have been alleged
Got it.
that a young black woman jumped out of
Not even me anymore. A young black woman.
A young black woman jumped out of a silver Toyota Corolla with a young black boy in a car seat and pushed a very elderly white woman in the middle of the road. Very elderly white woman.
So
How
allegedly
would the
she
young
could have
woman-
fallen over from the push?
How or why would the young black woman push the older white woman?
Because the older white woman had gotten out of her car to go to the younger black woman's window and yell the N-word at her.
Oh.
I could understand why the young black woman would be upset to the point of push, just to create some space. Not in
distancing.
Social distancing.
Social distancing.
So,
Yes.
you're within 6 feet.
6
I know
feet.
this is
Yeah.
pre-pandemic, but I got a feeling about some stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of debris on the window because of the
Right,
the harsh use of
and
word.
the anger that rose up, I'm assuming, out of that young
hypothetically.
black woman was hard to contain. And
And some young black women from Baltimore, cities like Baltimore, Eastern Seaboard, regionally, not specifically,
Right.
Regionally.
just
could coincidentally be Baltimore.
but it could also
As an
be
example.
PG County. It could be
yeah.
Bowie, Maryland. It could be
Yeah.
it could be Elizabethtown, Kentucky. You never know.
Never know.
Never
Never know.
Louisville.
It could be Louisville.
Could be Louisville.
Don't know.
It's just not something that, this is all that I meant. For those of you like, it's the same as saying the N-word. What I mean by it might not feel the same is that I feel like the way that word is kind of connected to some of our triggers might not be the same as it's connected to
that.
that's all I meant.
There's a visceral. I can see that.
Yes.
There's a visceral history.
Yes,
And
that's what I meant.
People were enslaved. Black people were enslaved when that word was created.
So when I say the CH word might not be the exact same as the N word, that's what I mean. Not to say it's any less derogatory, but the visceral reaction that comes when someone has the audacity to use the word in such a casual or weaponized way.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like that.
Can sometimes cause a young black woman who typically has her sense about her,
Of course.
very educated, model citizen, cause her to push someone out into the middle of the street and then drive off as if it was a shootout. So I don't get how anyone, comedian or not, listen, I actually really, really love edgy comedy. I love a little bit offensive comedy. I do. I love a little bit that stings. However, I do think just as human beings, though, regardless of comedy, we have to be very aware of not only the times, but like everyone is a human in the way your words can hurt. Like I know the old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Words hurt.
Words do hurt.
They hurt. And so for
Words hurt usually more than sticks or stones. Bones recover.
They surely
Them
do.
words, Ari Lennox talked about this. Them words get in your mind and that mess you up for life, for years. Your leg broke for 6 months.
Yeah.
It might be growing back stronger.
Boom.
Them words will tear you up forever.
You might need talk space with those words, right?
Listen, all of them, right?
Or we have that?
Yes, we did. We did.
I
I
was about to
did.
say.
It was
I didn't know if it was.
Don't
that
you
or
start as
BH,
well. I already got to deal with her.
I don't want to even say the other word.
Talkspace is the one that we did do it. So, wow. So I don't feel bad for Tony for getting because there has to be, I do think sometimes comedians think can be above reproach, especially the white. It's just comedy. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I really think that. Actually, you do. First of all, actually, you do.
It's just consequences too.
Yeah.
And I think from the way he said that, it's like he did not think what happened would happen.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have thought. He was like, oh, I can imagine him being like, dang. Because like I said, in those circles, I'm not talking about that word, but like edgy comedy, saying what you want is that's their thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, a year or two ago might not have been the same response.
Oh, yeah.
But because of Stop Asian Hate being prep, it's like, bro, you gauge the room.
Right, exactly.
Right now?
It's not the time.
Right now?
Oh, that just happened?
Yeah. Like a
I
week
thought
or two
it might
ago.
have been like an uncovered.
Nah, bro.
I've never heard that word used publicly. Like
What's the Chinese man's name again?
Pendang.
Pendang had just came from a march.
Oh yeah, he's tripping.
He was like, just come from a
So
march.
out of pocket.
So I was already feeling some type of way. He wrote some material about coming from the march and put it in his set. And then for the dude to do that is just like, it's kind of crazy that that's the line that you want to toe.
Pendang said in the interview that we read that this set the set that he did, and you can find it online, was based because of the Atlanta shootings.
Yes.
When that happened, he was like, I'm a comedian. Here's how I use my voice.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Listen, he got what I think happened. So Joe Rogan, clip was going viral today as I was driving in. He says, straight white men are not allowed to talk, right? This is right after this Tony Hinchcliffe thing. Let's listen to this.
Oh my God.
Woke enough. That's the problem. It keeps going. It keeps going further and further and further down the line. And if you get to the point where you capitulate, where you agree to all these demands, it'll eventually get to straight white men are not allowed to talk. Right. Because it's your privilege to express yourself when other people of color have been silenced throughout history. It will be, you're not allowed to go outside because so many people were imprisoned for so many years. I mean, I'm not joking.
No, I know.
It really will get there. It's that crazy. You know, we just got to be nice to each other, man. And there's a lot of people that are taking advantage of this weirdness in our culture, and then that becomes their thing. Their thing is calling people out for their privilege, calling people out for their position. You know, it's fucking crazy times.
Yeah, most definitely. But I do feel like...
So here's the thing that I find really interesting, and then I would love to hear your thoughts, Angel. Let me just look this up real quick so I can get the figures on it, because I want to say straight white man, just him specifically, I want to say he had a podcast deal with Spotify to the tune of $100 million.
Oh my God.
Mr. Rogan?
Mr. Rogan.
Oh yeah, he's out of here. Aside from his ads?
Let's make sure it's I just want to make sure, because not being allowed to talk while being paid.
Wow.
Yeah, $100 million licensing deal.
Wow.
Joe Rogan was
my
already
God.
making millions from the ads of the Joe Rogan Experience.
So that's just on top of it.
That's just for Spotify to host it. That's not the ads.
And that's
He is
not-
in the millions.
Hundreds of millions.
And that's not
Millions of dollars.
Not IP either.
Josh, millions, and he still owns it. Millions of dollars in ads. Okay, I'm talking about he's probably $50K, $100K, $150K a read.
Oh, I would never mess up a word.
A read. Then Spotify said 100 million.
One slot.
One slot, 50K.
So what I think, well, let me hear.
What? Hear what? Hear what? What, Kevin?
Why are all these podcast Joes trash? I don't understand.
Listen, hilarious. Here's the thing.
Tell me the thing.
Joe Rogan knows that the people who like the Joe Rogan show feel like this is what's happening with America.
Yes.
We're not allowed to say anything anymore.
Yes.
And he's tying to that. He knows he can
the
talk.
Podcast Trump. That's the type of stuff that Trump, that was his narrative of, look at where everything's going. It's going into the SHITTER, okay? That's where it's going. Soon we can't talk. Soon we can't go outside. Soon we can't even be white. Like it's going to be illegal.
And would it be the worst thing if straight white men were just hush for a little bit?
It would be glorious if they shut up for just a day.
I feel like y'all had the mic a long time.
They were the sound man. They had the microphone. They owned the stage where they were talking.
I mean, y'all in every facet of I just found this out. Totally random, but not. Did you know Les Moonves, the CBS head honcho, after that Janet Jackson thing, he purposely tried to worked to destroy her career?
I can believe it.
He made sure that all Viacom properties, VH1, MTV, all of them, stopped playing her music videos. And her album had just come out.
That makes sense because I don't remember seeing any music push
Bruh,
for any of her stuff after
he
that.
let Justin Timberlake come right back. He apologized. He came right back to the Grammys. They're both banned, and he came right back.
Of course.
He had the mic.
Listen, that's what white men be obsessed with black women, and when they can't have us, they try to destroy us.
Listen.
But here is my issue with all of it. Is that I used to always blame this on white women, but white men are taking a card from out of white women's playbook. How did Tony become the victim? How did he become the victim in this situation?
Now, in fairness, I don't know if he was referring to Tony. He was just saying, I don't know when this clip came out.
How did white men become the victim?
That's
How? You are the history.
It's only 100 million, Angel. Should have been 2.
You are the history tellers. You all are the captain in chief. You all sit in the number 1 seat in this country. Just now we got somebody in the number 2 seat, but believe you me, it'll go back to white the next time we come around. It'll go back to white.
Yeah.
How in the world can you consider yourselves the victim when you created the game? Like, how can you?
Not only did you create the game, you changed the rules of the game at your will. When other people start winning, oh shoot, well dang, we can't make them. They can't be slaves now, so we'll just Jim Crow. We'll put that in. Like, remember, I want. This is a point that gets lost sometimes. Slavery was legal. It was legal.
It was a trade.
There was no difference between me owning this toy and owning a person in the eyes of the law. Absolutely. If I wanted to throw this toy in the trash, the law would not care.
Listen.
If you wanted to kill a slave, there were no legal repercussions.
None.
You could rape, create, this is one of the most infuriating things about the black women are fast narrative. White men raped black women. Legally, the child of a slave is a slave. You could literally create your own property, and they did. Property. Then they made the narrative that black men were after white women and black women are overly sexual, when the white man was the rapist.
The rapist.
How did the black woman become overtly sexual, and how did the black man want white women? when y'all are the only ones who can legally rape people.
Listen. I remember having this conversation with it was someone white. It was a white woman. And they were talking about a lineage, and it was somebody who it was like a mixed person. And I was from further back. And I said, oh, okay. So his mom must have been black. And she was like, why couldn't his dad been black? I was like, because ain't no black man getting a white woman pregnant in that either that child living or him living.
Right.
Well, everybody's going to end up dying in that situation in that time. And she was like, oh, no, but what if they were in love? I was like, what are you thinking?
Girl,
what are you thinking happened back then? I was like, if the big children that came into this world were at the hands of black women being raped, it was not no white woman being like, I want Jimbo.
And you can't consensually have sex with your master. Well, they would have wanted it. That's like in prison, if you have sex with an inmate, it's automatically rape because you can't consent when you are a prisoner. What you gonna say? He got a gun and a billy club. And no, I don't want to have sex with you. Huh?
It doesn't matter if you say no. It doesn't matter. You can say it in all the languages. It truly is. It is like playing Monopoly. White men are the Monopoly guy, and they get mad when you get a get out of jail free card. You're not supposed to have that. You see? Soon, we are going to be sitting in jail and not have any get out of free cards because they got all the get out of free cards.
Listen, you
look. I'm just the silver dog. I'm just trying to get to Vermont. Just trying to get to Vermont property. No, soon they're going to be owning Boardwalk, and where are we going to be?
If America's Monopoly. White men are the Monopoly game makers.
Oh, yeah.
They're the Monopoly man. Mm-hmm. They own the board. They're the banker. They own the hotels, the houses, and everything.
Yes.
You could walk for a little bit.
They're like, no, you can't get back in that, get in jail.
That's being black in America. That's playing Monopoly without being able to buy no land, no houses, no hotels. You just got to roll the dice. Eventually, I'm just going to end up going to jail or paying rent until I can't do nothing.
Right.
And here's what white men did. That's why Joe Rogan is be like, boy, you really don't know.
Right.
The housing discrimination. It's not even discrimination. They would make subdivisions and say you cannot sell this house to a black person.
Right, absolutely.
And if you, a white person, buy it, you can't even resell it on a condition of the government subsidy. This is why when black people talk about, and this is why it's infuriating and why we don't talk about it. I don't talk about it much because I be getting pissed off. The biggest, easiest wealth generator the last 30, 60 years was homes,
land owning,
and the increase in property. I bought a hat yesterday. I used to buy hats a lot when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Cool, blah, blah, blah. Hats were $27. I bought a hat yesterday because sometimes I got to shoot and you know what I'm saying? I'm Stubbly McGee. Thing was $45, right? That difference, take that to your house over years, make it hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then make that be able to be passed on to your kids.
Yeah.
Big Irish Jay, good friend of mine, when his mom passed away, he said, man, it's very sad. You know what I'm saying? I got to deal with this inheritance stuff. I said, boy, all we inherit was problems and bills. Who got the body? How we paying for it?
How we paying for it?
I don't know hardly any black people who received an inheritance, and fewer that was like life-changing or substantial.
I remember having to put $2,000 on my credit card to get my grandmother's body to where it was supposed to go. I had to put $2,000 on my credit card.
We get stressed. Your grandma passed, what you get? Stress. You inherited a credit card bill and stress. And I'm not blaming your grandma. The system was designed to prevent us to do that, right? Now, Zay, this is why. So Bill Gates there was a thing that went viral. There's a graphic, an article. Bill Gates' kids are only getting $10 million. That was the headline. They're only getting $10 million each.
Knocked knees. That's what I'm getting from my daddy. These knocked knees.
And a house that's in probate.
Oh, shoot. That at what house?
You got to own it to be in probate.
Exactly.
Literally, all I got is the genetic characteristics from my father.
Exactly.
I got this belly, from him.
Exactly.
When I saw him a couple years ago in Alabama, I said, "Ooh, that's why I'm going that way."
Yes.
I got that honest.
Got it.
He had his back turned. He was straight down. When he turned around, I said, hey, "That's another 70 right there."
Oh, and my flat feet and these knock knees. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you.
I'm telling you. So like, Isaiah Fredericks and Josiah Fredericks, the first children in the Fredericks family line to ever get an inheritance, substantial. Mm-hmm. My goal is for my children's children to be jerks. Trust fund babies.
Trust
Do you know
fund.
who my great grandfather? He built this college. This is Kevin Stage wing at HBCU. I chose which one I'm gonna give it to because it ain't gonna be UCLA. I know that for sure. This is my grandfather's. I want them to wear bow ties and splurge, waste my money.
You should do it at Tahir's just in spite.
Yes, I'm gonna build his college to a powerhouse.
So that
it's gonna rival Howard and Spelman and Grambling and
they
Texas
can have
Southern.
a library named after you.
Harris Stowe College or University. I'm giving to you.
That's what Proverbs. That's what it is. Proverbs 13:22. A good person leaves an inheritance for their children's children.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm trying to do.
that inheritance almost always started with selling your house.
Yes.
Mama died. We sold the house. Soul Food, the inheritance was in Uncle Pete's TV.
It was in.
They didn't even know.
I'm trying to leave my kids more than just my wigs. It's a now let me tell you, it's a huge collection. So they might be able to make something off of it if synthetics are still in once I'm gone.
We sold Mama's wigs. We made $378 off of that.
Remember me.
Remember me. So anyway, only a white man could really feel like that's how their entitlement is so blinding.
Yeah.
That when they are actually faced with the consequences that everyone else has to face, they go to the extreme. We'll never be able to talk again. Never be able to do nothing again. While you made $100 million in one deal. And that's just that.
Yeah.
Podcasting again, UFC, his stand-up comedy. Stop.
You gotta stop. It's just you're ridiculous, Joe. You are ridiculous. Soon, I'm serious. This is I'm serious. It's going to be like that.
Yeah.
Well, then let's all hope. We could only hope, Joe.
If Spotify gave me $100 million to do this, first of all, I don't got to do nothing else. If me and Angel get $100 million deal,
you talking about bangers to your head? Y'all gonna see Josh on Joshy Cam just all iced out. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see him. Just
I'm gonna be hunched over
from all
like
the
Junebug. Remember from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker when Junebug was covered in gold?
Yes,
I'm gonna
covered in gold.
I'm gonna get VVS everything.
But anyway, black folks, we love you.
Love you so much.
You know, the thing I love most about being black, the world be crap, and we gonna make that joke.
Oh, it's gonna fly.
That joke gonna get off, even at the repast during the funeral.
Oh, I was clowning.
If y'all not clowning during my funeral, I'm awake.
Ooh, at my father-in-law's funeral, Lord rest his
of
soul.
you in the vest.
I'm sitting up straight.
Oh yeah.
If my kids don't be like, he sleep forever. I'm gonna be pissed. It better be. It better be lit. I know that much. Yeah. So anyway, God bless y'all. Patreon. We'll see you Friday. Salt Lake City. I totally forgot to do this. Salt Lake City. We'll see you Friday and Saturday this week. You all right?
We're not seeing Patreon Friday. We see
Nope.
them Thursday.
We already shot it.
We're seeing them Thursday.
No, y'all gonna get a double banger this Thursday for.
We're seeing y'all Thursday. Patreon. Salt Lake City. We're seeing you Friday. Tacoma, Washington. We're seeing you next week. God bless you.
I get it.
Yeah, I got messed
Yeah,
up.
Well,
Thursday.
no, but we shot last Friday for this Friday.
Shot last Friday for this Friday.
But we're about to do two
Double banger for
bangers.
this,
Got it.
and then we're gonna be good.
Boom, boom.
God bless y'all. God keep you. We'll see you at the conference.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another banger for you. With my boy Kev on stage and that chick Angel.